back here on Scoop City. So there was a report that, did you see Kevin O'Connell? Teams wanted to trade for him.
Oh, that can't be real.
That was your first thought? That was your first thought?
I'm like, I ain't trading. It's just an agent leaking for leverage to re-sign my guy.
This is what I can't stand about you, is you ruin all my fun little games I like to play in the NFL, but yeah, you're right.
It's true, though.
Look, Kevin O'Connell's going to get his extension. Everyone just needs to chill out. No one's trading him. But yeah, that became an interesting storyline before these games kicked off. So Lions just making an absolute statement, speaking of the Vikings, and getting that number 1 seed, your boy Sam Darnold. What happened? What happened?
Moment was too big for him. I mean, that's the truth. Look, in what was a playoff game for both of these teams, and with Minnesota's defense playing so well in the first half, you can't go 0 for 4 in the red zone for the game. You can't go 0 for 2 on 4th down in these big spots. Kevin O'Connell going for it on 4th and goal twice. He had done that in the previous 50 games he's coached twice. He did it twice in one game. So he tried to change the way they play to try to keep up with the scoring that they thought Detroit would do. Now, this game's a lot closer, in my opinion, than the scoreboard would say. And it just, Sam Darnold missed 3 easy touchdowns. Overthrew, just was pressing, just not himself.
Yeah. So now, because of that, we now know that the Detroit Lions will get that first round bye, right? And the Minnesota Vikings, they've got the Rams, and boy, should they be nervous, right?
Yeah.
They do not want to see the 10-7 Rams with Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford and everything that comes with that. So the Broncos, they've got the Buffalo Bills after taking care of business against the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't know if you had a chance to read Mike Silver's piece coming off that game. He hung out with Peyton in his car after the game to just talk about everything that went down and just what the vibe was with that team. And I guess Peyton just was really hard on the guys last week, just so they didn't overlook the Chiefs, make sure they took care of business. And something that I noticed in the game too, there was, and I'm sure you saw it because you watch the game differently than the way I usually do, but the Broncos were running some of the stuff I saw from the Chiefs the last time they played each other. I was like, wait, I've seen that, but that's Andy's play. So I thought that was funny that Sean was snagging some of Andy's play calls. But that tells you that they've opened up the playbook with Bo, right? That they're what you're seeing with Worthy and Patrick Mahomes is what you were seeing with Denver. Just those deep balls. Just the absolute maturation of Bo.
I think Bo has been phenomenal all year long. Look, he ended up with 29 passing touchdowns. It's the second most by a rookie in NFL history. Let that sink in. Bo Nix, who went 6th, quarterback taken, threw the second most touchdown passes in NFL history. And quite honestly, Bo could not have gone to a better team and a better guy than Sean Payton, because Sean Payton is able to just every single step of the way mold him, turn him into what he wants. And quite honestly, this offense, they're adding more stuff to fit Bo. It's not like this old school Saints offense. Now, I know a lot of the plays and a lot of the main plays are, but it's a new offense every week that they install, and Bo's definitely got some say in what goes in, and they're starting to do some stuff. This matchup, Bills, it's a tough one. You go on the road, rookie at a quarter, and going to be the freezing cold, I'm sure. There's probably going to be some snow. It's going to be closer than some people think, though, because of that Broncos defense.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Broncos defense is... I had someone say to me yesterday, just so simply, offense wins you in the regular season, defense is going to win you in the postseason. That's just how it goes. Especially in a situation where you're playing in Buffalo, where it's just such a wild scene. And like you said, for a rookie quarterback, but Sean's going to get these guys ready. He's going to do something weird this week in preparations. He's going to make them sit in a refrigerator or he's going to do something weird, make them jump through tables. That's just how his mind is. Everything, he's a maniac, from what songs are playing in the locker room to everything he's doing on the field. But I can't wait for that game. That's actually my second favorite game that I'm looking forward to in the playoff matchups coming up. My number 1, the Green Bay Packers at the Philadelphia Eagles.
Really?
The rematch of Brazil. Jalen Hurts is still in concussion protocol on Monday. Not awesome.
That's concerning.
That is. Normally they're out by now. If you've gone through the process and you've missed Sunday, you're usually able to bounce back by
He's
Monday.
not clearing some of the protocols, which is crazy.
Yes.
They play Sunday, they don't play Saturday, so it gives them an extra day. But I don't know what's going on. At what point? Because they're going to start walking through on Tuesday and they practice. What if he can't practice Wednesday? Who's your starter? Kenny Pickett, Tanner McKee has played amazing. Who do you go with? I still think I like the Eagles in this because Saquon Barkley, Eagles at home, and quite honestly, it's just what the Eagles have done. I like the Packers. They just haven't beaten anyone. They've lost to really great teams, and then they get upset at home in the Bears in a game that meant something for seeding. Philadelphia looks like a Super Bowl favorite, in my opinion.
All right, I feel like I completely dominated my favorite games. What about you? Which one of the AFC or NFC games here you think is going to be the best game of the weekend?
Well, I got to go Commanders Bucs. I love what Baker's doing. Over 40-plus touchdowns, 4,000 yards passing. Mike Evans got $3 million incentive and then 11th straight season of 1,000 yards receiving. Hall of Famer for sure in Mike Evans. But I wonder how a rookie quarterback on a road in a tricky spot versus a very, very good and hot Baker Mayfield-led offense with Liam Cohen, I wonder how they're going to do. Are they going to get into a shootout? Todd Bowles presents some unique challenges for quarterbacks, specifically rookie quarterbacks that haven't seen his blitz package. I feel like they're going to blitz them to death. Cliff Kingsbury's got to have a good plan. That's one of my favorite games. And then the other one's the Chargers. Chargers are rolling right now. 3-0 the last 3 games. Herbert's thrown for 284, 281, 346, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns. Thrown is on a heater. Quentin Johnson, 186 yards last week versus the Raiders. And this is a Houston Texans team that you love and that you picked and that are in the Saturday first game window again for the 9th straight time. It's going to be interesting to see because both defenses are really, really good.
Oh, they're really good. And look, we both know that Justin Herbert just does such a good job of taking care of the ball, right? He's done it all season long,
a lot of picks
consistently. And they're just a mentally tough team. I think that's the edge that they have every year, and that's obviously the Jim Harbaugh way. Turnovers in the right area are going to decide this one. That's what this will finalize. But yeah, obviously this is a well-coached team, and their defense is going to be a pain in the butt for this Houston Texans.
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
Who's your early Super Bowl favorite of all these teams?
Oh, God.
If you had to pick.
Oh, I kind of like this. We didn't get it right because it was just too early in the year.
It's a new season.
New season. I like this. Okay, ready? So this is the sound effect for me. We're boop, new year. All right. So the start of the postseason.
Yeah. Who's your Super Bowl favorite?
My Super Bowl favorite goes to the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's a good one.
I know.
That's a good one.
I also want my husband to make dinner tonight.
I gotta go KC. 3-peat. They win one game at home. They host their, I think, 8th straight or 7th straight AFC Championship game. Something crazy.
Yeah.
Don't count out the Chiefs. The crazy thing is the Chiefs starters will have had 24 to 25 days off of rest. Will Russ come into it? Will Russ play into it? We haven't seen Patrick Mahomes in the national window in a really long time since Christmas. It already seems like so long. Won't be again until the 18th or 19th of January. And quite honestly, they could have the Los Angeles Chargers or the Houston Texans coming to town. Both beatable. One game, come on. 3-peat. Let's go.
Well, Kansas City boys, man, stay in shape. Don't get fat, right? I mean, these are real things that teams worry about. Keep your weight down.
No doubt.
You got to stay in game ready shape here, especially when you have that much time off. But what I love about you is you're consistent. Even when I gave you a do-over, you stuck with your boys. So we'll see if the Kansas City again. I don't think anyone's gonna be shocked, but at the same time, I want something entertaining. I want to see Crazy Sirianni win this thing. Thanks for tuning into Scoop City. If you want to hear more, make sure you like and subscribe. We drop our new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.